Alright, this is a first impressions video of Phantasy Star Online 2, which just dropped on Steam as free to play a couple days ago. Um, it's I guess an MMO. I haven't gotten very far into it, but it appears to be an action MMO. Obviously very Japanese animation inspired.
Oh, is that a Sylvant? Sure seems like a handful, but... I don't get the feeling it wants to be friends. Mate, it looks like we're in for a brawl.
So there are a couple different classes. They give them fancy names like Hunter and Force and Bouncer, but it's your general warrior, rogue, mage combination, summoner. Cute lock on. Feels alright. Being somewhat of a lower, I guess, funded game, you can feel a little bit of the grittiness in it, but the combat feels smooth. That's nice that they let you cut down the trees. That environmental interaction that's the key to really getting lost in a game, is if you can actually see your character interacting with the world. Can I do it anywhere? It's nice. It's appreciated. Why is this red? Week 2. I don't know what this is. I think I probably missed somebody. I have to go back and... Nope. I don't see anything. It was a little difficult to get the game going. You do have to set the resolution in the launcher beforehand. Obviously this is some limitation in the way that they develop the game, but it's a minor inconvenience. But it is worth noting that you did have to go through some setup to actually get it looking as good as it does, which again is pretty fair. I'm not sure how old this game is when it was first released, but it doesn't feel like it's brand new. It definitely feels like it's been out for a couple of years outside the United States, and that it's just dropped here in the Western Hemisphere. But it does feel good, having just come off playing, a bunch of AAA games. You tend to look down on games without these super ultra high fidelity graphics, but now that I've spent a minute or two running around in the world, it's very clean. It's got a clean art direction. I do like the character design. They do have obviously exaggerated proportions, but it's not just your typical, overly busty and incredibly muscled man. They had pretty flexible character editor. Oh, there he is. That's where he's been hiding this whole time. So Q, I don't really... If you use Q, you can't really... Oh, do you just lock on? Okay, you just press it once. Okay. So I could see where this would really work well with a group of people, because it's you've got that air toss, which is right out of Devil May Cry or any other typical action games. But being able to juggle things, it does feel a little bit like it's inspired by the Monster Hunter genre, which isn't necessarily a bad thing, but I wonder if that plays a big part in the game. Where heal 1.
If your HP reaches 0, you will be incapacitated. Don't forget to heal ASAP. Okay.
I always like games that have the double tap dodge roll, or whatever you want to call it, the dash move. Most MMOs, when it comes right down to it, your job is to stay out of the red circles, which is fun. It never stops being fun to avoid basically... Sorry. Okay.
You'll see an opening after it performs a large attack. Aim for it.
willing to fight that huge thing all of a sudden?
Okay.
Mate, I'll provide backup. You take the lead.
Like I'm able to stay in the air as long as I have.
There are a number of ways to use your weapon. Find what works best for you.
So you see when I hold shift, it actually goes to a second row. So you actually have 6 basic attacks right out of the gate, which is pretty cool. I'm not sure what each one functions as. I don't even know if I can tab over them or, sorry, cursor over them. I'll look into that after I defeat this guy. I don't see where his...
We just need to dodge these attacks. Then we can hit it while it's down.
Well, that...
So keep dodging, mate.
Okay. Alright, that felt good. Again, I wish the graphics were just a little bit higher resolution. Maybe I can push a little farther.
Alright, time to make for the collection point so you can come back. Head toward the next area.
Oh, interesting. Oh, there we go. Oh, it's something. And then... I just gotta see what that looks like. I did nothing. It says screen filters are only available for premium edition. Okay. Is that a little... Oh, cool. I got a little range move in my melee. What's this? Oh, block. What is it here? Block and... Oh, it's a throwback to the... So, in the first move, I think they called them pallets. In the first set of first pallet, you have your attack, you have your charge attack, and you have a block, which is cool. But then if you hit shift, or rather if you hold shift, you have a spin attack, a ranged attack, and you can actually still access your single attack. So you don't have to actually let go of shift to keep doing your basic attack. Doing it again. What do you want me to do here? Head towards the next area, it says. Oh, okay. Sure. Completely natural looking cave right there.
What's happening?
Emergency message.
Okay. Okay, I guess now we're gonna see how it works with the...
You should try various kinds of
Ooh,
weapons
okay,
until you
this
find
is...
one you like.
See, this is where the game should start. If you can't handle this, then throw me into the learn how to jump, learn how to run tutorial. Let's see, let me try and... Oh, cool. Could use a ground pound right there. That would have been felt good. I wonder how much customization there is down the line. I see the 1 through 9 and 0 buttons, but I wonder if those are just consumables. Let's see, so shift ranged, shift range, ranged. Feels alright. You know, it's got a little bit of a Diablo vibe in that it doesn't really matter what you push, they eventually die anyway.
All right, the collection point is just ahead. We have to endure a bit longer.
Yeah.
Why did this have to happen right after our certification mission?
Definitely want to put the communication right in the center of the screen. It would have been better to offset it so I could always stay in the action. Let's see if I can... There we go. I was hoping I would be able to do that. Get into a... It seems like the larger enemies have larger hitboxes, and staying in the hitboxes is what allows you to do the aerial juggle, which I like. It feels good. Yeah, this makes me actually want to try a ranged character. That might be actually funner. But yeah, I would definitely give this a try with friends. I took a look at Fallout 76 the other day, and within 4 minutes I was completely bored. This I could see having more fun with friends. And maybe it's just because I haven't played something like this before. I know there have been games like this before. Lineage comes to mind, though I never really gave it a fair shake. But yeah, it's definitely an amalgamation of several different things. So right here we're having the old Monster Hunter fight, you know, where I'm looking for weak spots and I'm, you know, attacking them. And it also has the Diablo vibe when you're hacking and slashing through all the enemies. And it also has the Guild Wars vibe because you got a limited selection of moves. I still don't really understand why I would use one move. Oh, what's this? Oh, that's cool. So I don't even know what I pressed, but it just became something completely different. What did I just do? Well, I wish I had known what I had just pressed, because I think I just completely changed my class. That's... Okay, that was R? R. Gunblade, Wired Lance, Sword. Okay, something's going on. I did not give this a fair shake. That's way cooler. Whatever I'm doing is cool. But I don't know what it's for. So, I guess I'm a hunter class, I have multiple specs built into the hunter class. Ooh, is this a whip? That sounds... So yeah, it feels even more like Monster Hunter as I fight this giant monster. Because the lock off is more annoying. It's more trouble than it's worth. Alright. Like... That was pretty cool. Yeah, no, after pressing the R key, I would definitely play this with friends. And the longer I'm playing it, the more I'm getting into the art style.
You held your own. I'm all set here, so let's keep pressing on.
Yeah, okay. I wonder how open world this game is, though. Because this is the third scripted area I've gone to. I wonder when I can actually get to see what the... I wonder if it's hub-based. I have a strong suspicion that it's hub-based. So you kind of meet in a town, you know, massage your weapons and your spec, and then you go off on maybe missions. So in that case, it would be much more like a Skyforge or something like that. Alright, so I assume this is... Okay, there we go. To the lobby. Yeah, and I don't know anything about the Phantasy Star lore. I know there was a couple turn-based tactics games on the Genesis 20-30 years ago, but I don't know how that's evolved. Oh, and I believe there was actually the first version of the Phantasy Star Online was never released in the West, but I think it even had a port to Nintendo DS, if I'm not mistaken.
Now that we're all back in one piece.
Just in Japan. So here's the Ark's lobby, which I imagine, again, is where you find all the vendors and the other players. Oh, okay, thank you for that. Okay. Yeah, this feels like every mobile game I've ever downloaded. What is this? Yeah, 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 yeah. Oh, there we go. The old Arcs missions, which isn't bad. I mean, I've played plenty of games that are, well, Warframe and other games like that where you just do this hub world thing. Main missions, fine. Press left bracket. Okay. Shh, I'll figure it out. Okay. Well, I think I'll end it there. Again, my first impressions are it looks okay. It feels quite good, actually. It does feel very much like a combination of, well, I would say Devil May Cry sort of combat mixed with, Monster Hunter type boss battles, maybe even a little bit of Diablo in there. It's not too bad. It's not the most high fidelity game I've ever played, but again, it's free on Steam now. The download is huge. It's like 75 gigabytes, so they either have a lot of videos or a lot of content, or just really wasteful with their the resource management. But yeah, I could definitely see playing this with friends. It wasn't buggy at all. That's it's just sometimes the stuff that you don't see that makes a game playable. So yeah, I would give this a recommendation. Give her a try. It's on Steam now. See you later.